Okay, then let's continue from yesterday. Where all we need to do to win the war is to win the siege. Yippee! It's gotten to the point where my entire navy is just going back to their usual civilian duties of protecting trade. Okay. Don't need the spy network in Tokyo since I'm just going to directly annex them. That's going to be a 24 aggressive expansion penalty to the very closest ones. And I just need to go deal with them before they become an actual issue. The city can use some development, though. Well, let's face it, it's going to be a while. Although I doubt it's going to be a full 9 months, it's probably going to be at least 4, maybe 5 before I'm able to actually... Fine, I do like that benefit. Tikugo. It's going to be a while before the... So it's probably going to be 4 or 5 months before the communication efficiency gets recalculated and I can actually core the province. Bulletproof armor. As guns become more common on the battlefield, knights demanded thicker armor that was proof against bullets. Armorers would file a pistol into the breastplate, leaving behind a dent that showed buyers the armor safe to wear. You know, if I were an armorer, I wanted to sell subpar versions for one reason or another, or maybe a con artist. I would actually make it a glancing blow. Make the dent so small yet still present to show that yes, the thing is so bulletproof and so resistant that it looks like you can hardly even tell it was shot at. Of course, that would be a lie, but what's the point of a con artist? And I'm sure some people actually did that. Although I'm also pretty sure the ones with actual important reputations, high quality reputations of, you know, producing actual good things, would use the direct fire method. And I would really like for tribals to settle down, because settled tribals actually produce extra food and wealth, which I can tax to make money. That's really the main reason why I want them settled. I don't actually have anything against tribal people, personally. And I can probably say that on just about anything. However, in-game, I am playing as a state, and tribals are annoying and difficult to tax, since they don't actually produce wealth on their own. As a result, I'd rather they all settle down, since it would be, well, in my interest that they do so. Well, time to invest into something. This is a relatively wealthy province. It also happens to be further inland. So I probably should build... Oh, not a core. Never mind, never mind. Check to see if any important cities don't have a paved road network yet. You know what? You're important enough. I'll just cover 50% of the cost for now. That way, if I hit the effect again before Tokadi ends up finishing, because I want to spend quite a bit of time investing into that. It would be easier without having to, well, having a lot of manpower that background in order to be used for such endeavors. Yes, 1,000 ducats. Let's fill my pockets to the brim. I'm going to need 282. It's definitely going to be a long while before I can afford it. How's this city looking? Well, might as well build the Craftsman District. Its population hit 100k, so this will not only increase the amount that the previous 80k produced by 0.05 per 10k, it will also increase the 20k there by 0.9. And that doesn't even include any population growth that occurs afterwards. Oh, well, it's in the process of building. Sure, I spent more money than I earned, but not much. And I've hit my resting point in corruption. Interesting. Still gonna be several months before that's up. Yeah, that's going to take about a year and 3/4, I guess. Yeah. I'd say a year and 9 months. So let's finish upgrading the road. And pay off the rest with ducats. Not to worry, that is only 2.5 months worth. Which is 2.25. I'm producing 40 ducats per month. Or, well, I'm taxing that much. I'm sure the population is producing much, much more. It's just that the wealth hasn't actually caught up yet. And so long as growth occurs, that will be true constantly. Invest money, grab some ducats. How's my stability looking? Good, good. And I can revoke a privilege soon. Ish. I can also choose to demote, but that's a terrible idea. Or I can get some monarch points. Not a huge amount though. Although I'm finally parity. I finally caught up to the world standard, highest standard in diplomatic technology. Korea is really far ahead as they've managed to hit nigh parity in all techs. Despite the fact that they're actually going on a pretty decent conquering spree through Manchuria. On the other hand, most of these provinces are actually pretty garbage, so... This isn't really that many ducats, is it? It's about 8 months? 8.5? No, not 8 months. 6.5 months. Yeah, it's not actually that great. And I do need administrative points in order to actually core this province. So I'll just take the points. Yes, thank you. I'm fully aware of that. It does get a little bit annoying when you can't core provinces simply because you just don't have enough points to work with. But it's a very good feature. And I enjoy having it. Takes one of the little bits that I dislike in M&T and just removes it. Having to check every once in a while to say, has it recalculated yet? Can I core yet? No? Sad. And then forget about it, and then you're like, oh wait, right, I conquered that province. When did I do that? How much money and manpower could I have saved had I actually gone ahead and cored it? No. Oh. Urban industry arises. In Ise. I think it's just getting it from... Okay, it's getting it from another province. Nearby. Right, so... 2 silk, a China ware, and there's no other luxury goods. Well, tier 3 goods. The tier 2 goods that I currently have are 1 metalwork, 1 cloth, and 2 linen. Out of all of these, I think... Yeah, I probably should do metalwork. Because this one I can choose to either do jewelry or steel, and the other one I can just... And then in Issei I can just do the other one. Metalwork is what I choose. Cost me 25 ducats and just dump it into the Issei. Fact of the matter is, this means that this is probably a province that I want to invest some time into. Maybe not improve the road network much yet, but maybe improve the amount of urban capacity, urban gravity, so that population can actually rise to around 40k. Although the province doesn't even have a marketplace. Well, I've got the money to build it. Okay, now it's enough. Core. The ruler is dead. Long live the ruler. Oh, he's temperate. And the air is actually pretty good. Massive celebration. Oh, right, I probably should check on the estates. Honor Noble House. Honor Noble House. Okay, so the greater nobles have gained a lot of strength recently, so we'll have a decent amount of capability to resist this, if they choose to. If they decide to wait and not do so, that's good. However, I am fearing right now the potential of dropping down 3 stability points. It's unlikely, but certainly possible. Oh, they accept it. Not even a chance to lose its stability. Right, Fulgore, since it's actually a pretty junk province, it's not going to do any harm. Now I just need to increase it by 2. I want double the growth. The urban gravity. Or, well, 1.5. Whatever. I'm not going to focus on min-maxing it at the moment. I'll just get the Karils and the southern half of Sakhalin colonized in order to get all the Ainu provinces under my control, and then I'll think about, well, doing some colonization of the American coastline. I don't like this event at all. I really, really do not like this event. Yeah, it's gonna be about 2 less ducats per month. Whereas the autonomy, I have no idea how that's going to factor in. And it's gonna remove some of the delicate balance I have in some of those provinces. Anyway, that's done, so let's go ahead and build that trade harbor. By that point, I think the urban gravity should have risen enough to not... so that population growth will max out. Well, before anyone does anything, I'll just go ahead and start building fortifications here. It's not a bad place for a fort. Since it's still -1 die roll for the attacker. Actually, I think it might be the best place on the island. Yeah. It has the most buffs. Of course, it makes it also the most expensive place to put it, but it's a bit splitting hairs at the moment. It's close enough to an hour. And this will arrive in the province in about 15 days. Besides, the -37, that was the highest. I think the lowest was around -30, and that's not including my allies, because my allies are not going to form a coalition. You can't form a coalition if you have a truce, or if you're allied, and if you try to leave the alliance, you can have a 5-year truce. So if I wait for about 5 years, it's going to reduce by about 10, so and then 10 years, 20. So if I wait for 15 years, it would be approximately all the way gone. Of course, I probably won't do that. There's got more interesting things to do. I can always conquer slowly. And just core over time. Anyway, I'm digressing. I'll see you again tomorrow. Until then.